We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Paul Steins will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Striding into the box, J.C. Embry. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 281 the average entering play. 7 homers and 43 RBIs. Pitch on the way. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Grounded to the right. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting first, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Coming to the plate now, Sammy Sosa. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at time. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that'll get down out there. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
He's set and the pitch. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Cubs lead it 1-0. Chet Steadman, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
At the plate, Ted Tyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder.
Pitch on the way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Into the box now, Kevin Brewster, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Behind 0-2 now. Tyson aboard here at first with nobody out. And this is popped up near second base. Embry waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Alexi Ortega.
Standing in, Alexi Ortega. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
What a season this guy's having. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's mixing in some hits. He's also drawing some walks. A great combo. Any way you slice it, this guy knows how to get on base.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. He's running. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base paths in order to get that run back they give up at the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses, ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brennan Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball well outside. First and second now, one man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Grounder down the line at third. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground is short. This could be two. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. At the plate, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And the pitch on 2-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So striding forward now, Sito Suzuki. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted in the air out to left field. Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Stepping in, Nicholas Horner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He waits. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Stepping up now, Robbie Oldham, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
The center fielder, Robbie Oldham.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Matthew Berg comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The average coming in at 266, 7 homers and 28 RBIs. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Berg, 23 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3. Antonio Ruiz is on deck. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Grounded to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting center, the second baseman, Antonio Ruiz.
Into the box, Antonio Ruiz. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Here's the first pitch to him. John Clark is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. One and 0 count. The pitch. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The set and the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chet Steadman. 9-1-2 due up.
Chet Steadman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Check outside.
Now the 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Ready for another chance? J.C. Embry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. High and deep to straightaway right. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Ball 1. From the stretch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher. Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 1-0 home. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. On a line, that's a base hit into left field, and this one will bounce into the wall as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
At the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
.30 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
Down to 3-2.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Pops this one up. Brewster is under it. And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cubs are on top 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in as the rookie pitcher, Paul Steins.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The right fielder, number 2, Ted Tyson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ted Tyson. He drew a walk his first time up. The pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Kevin Brewster is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2. 2-0. Inside, ball 3.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
(3-1) the count to the Pirates shortstop.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alexi Ortega. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, 1 man out. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 on its way. Left center, base hit. Tyson rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as it's now a 2-run game.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to bite and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
So now to the plate, Brennan Davis has the first pitch. 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. First and second now, one man out. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home, fouled off. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Digging in now, Robbie Oldham. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch on its way. Lined into left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
To the plate now, Matthew Berg, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3 runs already home here. Swung on and missed 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
At the plate, Antonio Ruiz, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Sito Suzuki. First offering on its way.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Popped him up. Ortega is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping in now, Nicholas Horner. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
The next Cub up, Chet Steadman, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, John Clark.
The catcher, John Clark.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Riding in once again, Paul Steins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. Is in there for strike one. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The right fielder, number 2, Ted Tyson.
Digging in once again, Ted Tyson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sosa will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, J.C. Embry. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0. Two 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batter, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in, Freddie Santiago. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will get all the way out to the 4-10 sign now. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
At the plate now, Sammy Sosa, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 0-1. ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And now this is bobbled out in center. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. In now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runner at second here with 1 man out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 2-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Brewster.
Kevin Brewster.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now the pitch.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 3-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Ronnie Wickert will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Wickert.
Into the box, Alexi Ortega, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next to the Pirates, the left fielder, Brennan Davis.
Digging in to try it again, Brennan Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Here's the pitch.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Hit to short. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Score holds at 4-3. Jonathan Armas takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and now it'll be the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Jesse Padilla.
First delivery to him on the way. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Look out. 2-0 now.
First batter out of the pen, and he comes right inside. I like that. Kind of reminds everyone here he's here to compete.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Sito Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 1-1 home.
Oh, that's out.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Three and one to the Cubs left fielder.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Brewster onto the grass. He's there and records the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So stepping in, Nicholas Horner. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And it's fouled away. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Jimmy Grimes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Chicago, number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
Curveball grounded towards second, right to him. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on base. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 4 and the Pirates 3. Matt Brister enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29, Matt Brister.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Robbie Oldham. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Robbie Oldham.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Brister, a Minnesota-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Matthew Berg. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Antonio Ruiz, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now the pitch. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Stepping up now, John Clark, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. From the stretch, swing and a miss, 1-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Richie Matson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Damian Miller will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Called strike, and that'll run it full. Popped him up. Berg is there. One down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Freddie Santiago. First pitch coming. Here it is. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first three pitches, all three down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Roll. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
To the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out. It's settling in now, Damian Miller. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he fouls this one off. And now pitch on the way.
It's out. 1-1.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The right fielder, number 2, Ted Tyson.
Up next for the Buccos, Ted Tyson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoo, up and in.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Kevin Brewster. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Might have been ball 3 there, but he couldn't resist trying to pull that thing.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
The 2-1 home.
That's outside.
Two out, nobody on. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Alexi Ortega, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They still trail it here 4-3. Warren Imro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Warren Imro.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Buckner.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. So in now for Chicago, Pete Armstrong. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hot shot down the line. 4-3 our score here as we play the eighth. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he looks at ball four now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Jesse Padilla. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 1-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And the throw in gets away from him.
Up next to the plate, the left fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Sito Suzuki. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Count 1-0.
Men on third with 2 down. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He got him, and what would have been an insurance run is instead left on base as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Little will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Alberto Fernandez is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 9, Alberto.
Now at the plate, Brennan Davis. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Fouled off. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Robbie Oldham, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And the payoff pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Matthew Berg. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. Score holds at 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Martin Bruntlett will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Lester Bowen is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Now playing center field and batting 8.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Nicholas Horner. First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bowen is right there, 1 down.
Up next to the Cubs, the left fielder, Alberto Fernandez.
Striding in, Alberto Fernandez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
And he misses again, ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Swing, strike 2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, J.C. Embry. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Nothing in the Cubs' half of the 9th. Last chance coming up for the Buccos. They trail by a run. It's 4-3. Thomas Nicholas comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And set to go is the second baseman, Antonio Ruiz.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Lester Bowen. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Digging in the switch hitter, Damian Miller, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weapon.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Cubs get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Ronnie Wickert wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Thomas Nicholas records the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.